What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea All Shade Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta Season 4, Episode 5 review. Want to let you guys know the new schedule for my channel. So on Mondays, I'll be doing reviews on Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. Wednesday, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Reunion. Thursday, Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. Friday, Bell Collective. Saturday, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Sunday, Real Housewives of Atlanta. And when Married to Medicine starts, I'll be doing reviews on that as well. There will be no nostalgic tea haul videos, behind the scenes tea, or spill the tea videos because I'm currently working on my next novel and I need to be able to concentrate that and still maintain doing YouTube for you guys without stressing myself out. So until my book is done and out, those television shows speaking into existence, those review episodes will not be back until my next project is out, but it will be back when I get done. So hopefully you all will understand. If you don't, I really don't care. All right, so on to tonight's episode, which was really good. It was a continuation of last week's episode, which I didn't get a chance to do a review on. So Pimpin is jealous of Kai, Lily from SWV's son, because he's all up in Diamond, his boo's face. Let me tell you something. I am feeling Kai and his energy. I'm loving that New York swag he got going on. He's not particularly my type, but I can see how he could be able to charm a girl because he one of them, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to say what I want. I don't give a fuck who like it type niggas. He real cocky like that, and that's what make his swag kind of like, okay. So, Pimpin goes over there and like bogarts his way in between them, and in the process he like steps on Kai's Timberland boot. And you know how New York niggas feel about they Timberland boots. Don't you crease my boot. So he was like, hey yo, watch what you doing, you stepping on my shoe. So Pimpin turned around and look at him like, the fuck. So Lily immediately jumps in like, that's enough. Pimp was like, I'll flip your ass, bro. Bow Wow like, I'm with whatever my nigga with. Like, this little nigga ain't gonna even see it coming. I'm like, Bow Wow, sit your old preschool toddler Oshkosh bigosh looking ass down somewhere. Ain't nobody scared of you. So Pimpin, once again, I flip your ass. And I was like, nigga, this is not WWE, fool. So Diamond say, stop, please, stop. So Kai say, your cheeks jiggling, you're shaking. He nervous. See, like shit like that. Like, he the type of little motherfucker make you want to fuck his little ass up. So Lily in her confessional say Kai can't control his emotions when he's angry. That's why he's been to jail so many times. I'm like, yeah, that little nigga crazy. So Kai laughing. You know a motherfucker crazy when they just laughing in your face. He laughing while Pimpin steady saying, I'll flip your ass, bro. And he up here acting like he really want to do something, like he really want to get at him. But he really don't want to get at him, because if he did, he could have easily pushed Diamond old 95 pounds soaking wet ass out the way. He really acting like she holding him back. Like, girl, please, you was not trying to do nothing, Pimpin'. So Kai say, figure a situation out. So in his confessional, he say he still needs to keep his eyes peeled. I ain't gonna hold you, because she a looker, sir. She a looker. And she was looking back at you, nigga. Diamond wasn't fooling nobody. Diamond was into it. So Brat asks Pimpin what happened. Pimpin say, I'm like, bruh, I'll flip your ass. I'm like, if this nigga say this shit one more time. But when he said that shit, did y'all peep Diamond face? I hollered. I had to screenshot it for y'all because I was dying. Because she was looking at him like, this lame ass nigga here. When he said, I'll flip his ass, when he was explaining it to Brat, look at Diamond face. She looked at him like, nigga, shut your lame ass up, you old lame ass nigga. She was not here for him at all. So, Brat say he don't know yet, talking about Kai or whatever. I'm like, he don't know what? Like, what? He don't know how this show works. He don't know how y'all get down. Like, what that's supposed to mean? Like, the fuck? So the Brat leaves because she ain't for the drama. Pimpin in his confessional saying, I'm gonna leave it alone out of respect for his mom. My mom used to play her music all the time. That had me hollering. He said, and I've been drinking. I don't normally drink, so everything was intensified. I was like, exactly, because you was in your feelings. Because first of all, you shouldn't even went over there doing all of that. Like, if that's your girl, she should have, not been grinning all up in another nigga face. And you looked like a scorned woman running over there. Thomas said, hold up. Like, the fuck? So, Lily introduces Kai to Deb, and he's very excited because, he's a rapper. He wants to get into the industry. So Deb tells him that she's putting something together and she wants him to be a part of it. So he's really excited. He tells her he ready and this, and that. And for some reason, already, I want to see this little boy win. I want to see him succeed. Like, he's very charismatic. I can really see him, blowing up. So he realizes that he got to tighten up, like, because he ain't trying to mess up his chances. So Deb gathers everyone and tells them that she wants to do like a We Are the World type record. But Bow Wow don't know if he and the Brat will want to really be involved because, they're up here and the other people are down here. But meanwhile, y'all all are on the show. Okay. So, Reminder is excited. Look, Eazy-E little daughter, Reminder. She is excited, child, because she finally gonna get to work with Deb and Brat and make things up for the way she acted last year. So revitalized Eazy-E daughter, Umbatu or whatever that little girl name is, R. Kelly daughter, and Jermaine Dupri little daughter that we gonna call little Janet, because you can't tell me that ain't Janet Jackson missing daughter. They all link up. And Review brings up Ayana having COVID. She was like, she don't want nothing bad to happen to her. And Lil Janet in her confessional say we haven't spoken in months. Last year I said that I figured Amy was the dyke in the relationship and Ayana got offended. And I was like, you think she wouldn't have been offended? Like, you're so educated, but you didn't know that you shouldn't call her woman a dyke? Like, the fuck? Like, I say dyke in a jokingly way, not to mean any harm to anybody, but in a joking way. But I would never call someone to their face a dyke. You know what I'm saying? You say a lesbian, her partner, or whatever the case may be. So they flash back to when it all happened. And Ayana clearly said to her, you could not say dyke. And Lil Janet was like, is that offensive to y'all? And Ayana was like, it's like saying the N-word. Like, the fuck? And what pissed me off with Lil Janet is on last week's episode, she was like, I said it. I don't take back what I like. She was just like standing on what she did. And I was like, you offended her. If she's supposed to be your friend and you upset her, how you just not gonna give a fuck about what you did, bitch? Like, what the fuck? Like, she was very snotty and snooty. And that was the first time on this show where I have not liked her. And I was like, Lil Janet, if you don't go sit your old anorexic looking ass down to her old big old bobblehead ass little girl. So then she gonna say, I graduated, had a birthday, and she never reached out to me. And I was like, why would she? You're not even apologetic of offending her. So what you think I care about your birthday and you graduating for when you offended me and you obviously don't care because you standing behind what you said? Girl, bye. So Rembrandt say, we didn't get along from what happened last year too. Why you doing that to Brandon when I've seen you text him, I love you, this, and that. So they got into a little Twitter beef last year, Rembrandt and Ayana, because Ayana tweeted last season when the show was airing, I'm kind of agitated right now. We caught this man in about 10 lies at this dinner. Rembrandt then responded and said which lies were told with the question emoji. And she said it could take up to 5 years to be the type of firefighter he wants to be. Girl, first of all, shut up. Shut up, ma'am. Shut up. It was clear as hell that little boy was lying and he was using people and he was living this crazy double life. So, that wasn't necessary. And who are you talking to? Because nobody's talking to you. Just she was doing the most. And I can understand why Ayana felt some type of way. Because, who's talking to you, ma'am? Who's talking to you? Nobody. Nobody, ma'am. So, Rembrandt says that she, however, don't want to beef with nobody because, especially with Ayana, because Ayana is close with Deb and she's trying to work with Deb. So Lil Janet feels that Bow Wow will probably feel like he's above the artist on the record and he probably won't want to do it. And I was like, well, that's one thing you got right, sis. So Ayana no longer has COVID. Thank you, Jesus. Her place was gorgeous, by the way. Gorgeous place. Pimpin and Diamond meet Deb at the studio. Remember comes to Deb in her confessional says, in order for me to get Brat and Bow, I need to get a temperature read from the underdogs before I even bring them in. Now, this is what she's saying in her confessional, but she never says this on the show. So this what makes me feel like Deb was trying to make herself look better in the confessionals, but in real life, she was including them in on this record without asking them. I don't think that in real life, in real time, it was a situation where I'm just going to work with the underdogs first and then bring them in and see if they'll want to work with them. No, I think that she had already was just like, I'm going to do this record. They're going to do it because of, a favor for me or whatever the case may be. And that's not the way you go about doing stuff. Just thinking somebody going to do something for you. Like, that's not how you handle it. So Kai arrives and Pimpin, looking like the fuck this nigga doing here. Like he feels some type of way, but Kai ain't even paying him no attention. But he was like, if he want the smoke, he can get it. I was like, I like this little nigga. So the guys go hammer throwing. It's Bow Wow and his little friends. Ayana pulls up on them. They invite her to go paintball shooting or whatever, but tells her that reservation will be there. Ayana is like, my first interaction with her was over Brandon. She said I was being fake. We were never friends. So there's really nothing for us to even make up over. Fuck you. Just don't expect for there to be any type of conversation. And I agree. Like, I don't know you. We were never friends. We just castmates. And you inserted yourself that had nothing to do with you. That wasn't even part of your storyline, sis. So there is nothing for us to make up for. Like, I'll tolerate you, I'll be around you, but we don't have to talk to each other because I'm already seeing you messy and you want camera time. So Lily goes to see Kai at the studio and he sounded cool in the booth. I like his little flow. She asks who he wants to work with and he says Johnny, but she know he only want to work with Johnny because he want to hit them cakes. So Diamond and the Brat meet up and Diamond tells her about the record and that Pimpin brought up in the meeting to Deb distribution and that Deb said just focus on being an artist and that gave her a red flag. And that would give me a red flag too, especially somebody that works in the entertainment industry. You're not going to tell me when it comes to the business side, just worried about the music part. I'll handle the rest. Lies you tell, no ma'am. So Diamond says it went from being one track to now multiple songs. So Deb is just like running with it, like ain't asking nobody. She just telling people what they gonna do. Like she was doing team too much. So Brat says, who's on these records? And Diamond names everybody and says Johnny. And Brat was like, nope, she's disrespectful. She disrespected Bow. She disrespected Jermaine's mom. I ain't trying to go back to jail. Brat says she got to talk to Deb because like this is just going too far. So Responsible goes to the studio. Brat says that Diamond reached out. What's her name? Responsible's in the studio. Brat pulls up and said that Diamond reached out and said that, we're having this meeting today. But Brat says, she still ain't talked to Deb. Like, how we having meetings and all this stuff, and ain't nobody came to me and said nothing to me. So Brat shows up and tells Reasonable that she ain't working with just anybody or whatever. And I understood where she was coming from, but there was a air of arrogance coming from Brat that rubbed my spirit wrong. Because it's one thing just not to want to work with everybody because you don't know if your personalities are going to mesh. And especially dealing with Johnny, somebody that she really doesn't like. I can understand that. But I think that it even went further than not wanting to work with somebody that she doesn't care for. It was a air of arrogance there, like she's better than them, I'm above you, like I ain't gonna be on no song with you. And that's what rubbed me the wrong way. So Bow Wow, Pimpin, and Diamond arrive. At this point, Diamond don't even know she still want to do the record. Deb arrives and apparently she's pissed. Deb in her confession say, I'm puzzled because Brat and Bow were not invited to come yet. This really pissed me off. I wanted to talk when the underdogs were ready, and plus Johnny is coming and I didn't want the Brat and her to get into it. But once again, like I said, I feel like Deb is trying to cover her ass in her confessionals, and this is not how everything rolled out in real life. So Deb says, Brat, because you don't know what's going on and you wasn't here, I did try to inform you about it. And so that's why I feel like in the confessional, she was trying to cover her ass, because once again, she says to Brat in her face, Brat, because you don't know what's going on and you wasn't here, I did try to inform you about it. And the Brat says, no, you didn't. I ain't heard from you in a month of Sundays. Deb says, anyway, moving along. And I was like, what is going on here? So Brat says, just remember, We Are the World and all those other songs had bona fide stars. That's why we gravitated to it. And I was like, We Are the World didn't have just bona fide stars on. They had like stupid ass people like that ain't nobody even thinking about. It wasn't just Eddie Murphy and Michael Jackson and Cyndi Lauper. It was motherfuckers on that damn record that it was like Weird Al Yankovic or somebody was even on that record or some shit. It was like, who? Like, why are they there? But I didn't agree with it just being bona fide stars. Because my thing is, while you thinking that you so better than somebody and that you been in the game so much longer and it's a privilege to work with you, you might be working with the next Rihanna. You might be working with the next Drake, and you tooting up your nose. People remember shit like that. Oh, you was shitting on me when I ain't have nothing, but then when I get on, you going to be the same motherfucker that want to work with me. So you got to be careful with who you treat a certain way, because that same bridge that you burning, you might have to go back across again. So, Deb names the other artists and mentions Johnny being on the track. Brat and Bow Wow looking like, nope, ain't happening, because you know they both got issues with her. Bow in his confessional, I've never even heard Mbatu hit a note or nothing, because they mentioned that the Mbatu girl, R. Kelly daughter, gonna be on the track too. So Deb says, Brat says, what are you looking for from me? And Deb says, helping with the project. Some people need direction. Now, first of all, I feel like Deb should have reached out to them and said, hey, I'm about to work with these kids. If I feel like they're able to move on to the next level, will you guys assist me in helping groom them? And if you want to bless us with, your artistry, get on a track. But if not, can you just do like a little mentorship? Even if it's just one session, could you do that? No harm, no foul. Because I hate when people just call me up and be like, hey girl, my friend know how to want to learn how to write books. Can you talk to her? Can you give her some advice? Don't just bombard me and ambush me. Like, Like, first of all, I'm not prepared. I don't want to get on the phone with nobody. And then people are like, can I call you later? And then it make you feel like an asshole if you say no. But like, you just can't ambush people like that. But it's another thing to come to me and say, hey, I have a friend of mine that wants to get into the industry. Is there any advice that you can give her? Okay, then I can guide you to my book on God, available right now on all major platforms, to buy the book, and it teaches you everything that you need to know. Or even better yet, hey, can you lend an hour of your time to come meet this young lady so she can pick your brain? That's another thing. But just telling somebody what they're going to do and this is that wasn't the right way for Deb to handle the situation. And then, so I feel like I didn't like the way Deb handled the situation. I didn't like the way Brat reacted to the situation. So, Brat says, we're not just going to jump on a record. Motherfuckers ain't beneficial to me, so I for damn sure ain't going to be beneficial for free. And that's another thing. Like, are you asking us to do this record for free? First of all, you ain't even asked me. So where's the money going? The proceeds going to you? Are we giving the money to charity? Like, what's going on the business end? So I understood where Brat was coming from, but once again, the way she said it was with an air of arrogance, like, I'm that bitch, I'm the shit. And yes, you are a legend. Yes, you were the first solo female rapper to go platinum, or have a number one single, or whatever the case may be. But like, the Brat, you ain't had a hit single in like 15, 20 years. Like, girl, have several. You need to get out there again if rapping is something that you still want to do. Like, the fuck? So Deb says, Brat, that ain't fair. Some people need direction. And I agree, people do need direction. She says, I don't know how you work. She says this to Remembrance. And then she says to Diamond, I haven't heard Diamond stuff forever. Diamond say, what have you been listening to if you haven't heard Diamond stuff in forever? And I was like, see, another person that think way too highly of themselves. Yeah, you been putting little songs out here and there, but ain't nobody heard them, girl. Ain't nobody heard them. Ain't nobody listening to them. Like, Diamond, you ain't had been on a hit track since you was on the song with you, Ludacris, and Trina, and who was that, Eve or somebody, the bad bitch, down ass bitch, or whatever, the something bitch. You ain't had a hit single since then, and that was literally about 15 years ago. So you need to have several too, ma'am. So Deb say, I ain't heard nothing from you. Diamond say, I've been putting out records or whatever. Deb says, you know, if it's gonna be such a big thing, we don't even have to fucking do it, because Deb is just over it at this point. Diamond says, you came in here with attitude. Brat says, what is you yelling for? Well, guess what? 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. And she leaves or whatever. And Deb just sitting there like, I know you fucking lying. And I just felt like Deb was in the wrong. I didn't like the way Brat came off. Diamond, girl, have several, go fix your wig. Pimpin, go take a nap. What's her name? Windfall, whatever the little girl name is. Like, she just eager to work now and redeem herself. It was just a whole shit show. Everybody needs to take a nap, think about it, and wake up and try it again the next day, child. Overall, so what I give tonight's episode a B+. It was a pretty decent episode. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode down below in the comments section. Remember the new schedule for my channel. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.